Hey friends, welcome back to Ipsita's YouTube channel and to the Positive Blog and Positive Blog, and I hope you have been doing awesome until now. And so here I am, and with a new subject or a new topic to discuss today. And so if you remember, if you have watched my previous video, you'd remember that I came up with some 4 awesome ideas, or maybe you can say a simple ordinary ideas to keep yourself busy or occupied when you feel bored. So here I am back again with 2 more ideas that I'm going to discuss in today's video. And along with that, I'm going to share my new doodle art that I'm sketching these days, and it's something new, and I've already shared 2 of those designs in my social media, and plus I'm going to talk about a new interesting subject that's part of my life too, and that helps me to stay inspired. And so let's get started. So my 5th idea to do when you feel bored, or when you're feeling bored and you have nothing to do and you don't find any activity or anything else to do, then just do a DIY. So I'm sure all of you know about the DIYs that's been floating around on the web and social media updates and all. So there can be different types of DIYs, that is do it yourself. So try your hands on in doing something for your house, like kind of a small home improvement projects, decoration, home decor DIYs, or your beauty, makeup, fashion DIYs, or anything that you can just come up with. Okay, so what we did is, like yesterday was 4th of July. I hope you all had an awesome 4th of July with your family and friends. Yeah, definitely keeping the social distancing in mind, but we had a blast yesterday. We had so much fun with all the kids doing the fireworks, and there was like everywhere fireworks around us, and we took a lot of pictures, and we did a small DIY, like me and my husband, and kids were involved a little bit too in doing that project. So it was kind of like, we just we have put a string light on our patio. We decked our patio, and then created a cute, positive little small space to enjoy as a family. And I'm going to share. So this is the picture that you can see, and the video. Hey everyone! So if you are bored, do a DIY home improvement. We just did today as a family. We just put the string light, then set up our patio, and created a nice ambience for reading a book, or just sitting and relaxing or chillaxing. So I am so excited to use this patio. It's still bright outside, but once it gets dark, it's going to look really awesome. So we didn't do much, like a very ordinary DIY, but the 5th idea is to come up with a DIY project. So brainstorm and then think what you can do. I hope, and don't forget to share your ideas or any DIY projects that you take up after watching this video. Share with me. Feel free to share with me, email me or message me, or just write to me in the comments below. So those are the 5 ideas, the things to do when you're bored. And my 6th is creative. Get creative in every way possible, in every aspect of your life. Like, get creative, and that I name it as a creative life. So for me, creativity, inspiration, and positivity are all connected. And here I'm going to share a small story with you, like how I found my calling as a creative person, and how I was able to merge creativity, positivity, and inspiration together. So today's video was inspired by this book that I just started reading by author author Elizabeth Gilbert. If you remember, she's an author of the famous a book called Eat, Pray and Love. So that was the first book that I read, written by author Elizabeth Gilbert, and this is the second one, and this is like an awesome read so far. So I'm just halfway, or I would say I just read 50 pages from this book, and so far it's been an awesome journey. I could relate to it, and there are so many things that resonates with my idea of creativity, so I'm loving it. And so I just want to read a page from the book that's called A Creative Life is an Amplified Life. It's a bigger life, a happier life, an expanded life, and a hell of a lot more interesting life. Living in this manner continually and stubbornly, bringing forth the jewels that are hidden within you is a fine art in and of itself, because creative living is where big magic will always abide. So let's talk about this creative living that I feel is important and has always been a part of my life, because I've always been a creative person. Like from my very early childhood, I have loved participating in music, in small acts, and then writing. If I have to look back and see myself as a creative person, I was born naturally creative, but I was always afraid of exploring my limits, or doing things that I love doing as a creative person. But I'm glad I listened to my calling, and I found myself doing so many creative work, and I've been inspiring and encouraging people around me. I can see the results, like a lot of them doing their projects in the sense, doing their creative work, or bringing out their creative self, and that makes me feel so happy. So I listen to my calling is like I started as a blogger, and my blog that was called earlier My Still Thoughts and Words, and that has got a new permanent name as the Positive Window now. So it was earlier named as My Still Thoughts and Words. So what happened is, like, I was into writing and reading as a blogger, and then all of a sudden I don't know, but I just felt an urge, my deep desire to draw something, sketch something. Being a doodle artist or a sketch artist, it's been awesome, it's been amazing. So the universe, God, always guides you to where you should go. Don't forget, don't overlook those calls, those small hints that you get. Listen to the calling. There is a reason why you're being forced to do something, or go in a certain path, or explore something that's beyond your fears, to go and try and go out of your limits and do something different that you haven't done so far. Those are the signs that the universe or God is helping you to find your destination, or to help you achieve your dreams. That's how I found my calling as an artist, and I got another title to mention in my Facebook profile or in other social media profiles as an artist. So until then, I was just a blogger, a writer, a content developer, and now I'm a YouTuber plus a doodle artist, or an artist. So keep looking for those hints and for those signs that's going to lead you to your dream journey of becoming your best self, or becoming your creative, positive self. So that's what is the motto of Positive Window now. With me, I'm going to lead you to discover your positive, creative self, or your creative, positive self, and see a better you, a new you in your journey. Okay, so let me wrap up this video quickly, and then I have some 20 creative positive quotes that'll inspire you to be a creative person, or that'll make you feel better as a creative person. Okay, so the first and most favorite that resonates with me is by author Brené Brown, and she says, creativity is the way I share my soul with the world. That resonates with me, and I love her quote. That's so motivating. And the second one is by Steve Jobs. He says, creativity is just connecting things. That's so true, and that's such an ordinary though extraordinary thought, right, in this quote, and I love it. And the next favorite is by Pablo Picasso. He says, everything you can imagine is real. Okay, and I love this one too. So you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. By Maya Angelou. That next one is here by Bruce Garabrandt, and he says, creativity doesn't wait for that perfect moment. It fashions its own perfect moments out of ordinary ones. And there's another one by Albert Einstein, and this is my another favorite. Creativity is intelligence having fun. And there is one more that I had shared, Albert Einstein's quote in my Facebook post is, it should be somewhere here. Yeah, he says creativity is contagious. Pass it on. That's my another favorite. And there's one more by Steve Jobs. He says creativity is just connecting things. When you ask, stumbled there. Let me repeat. When you ask creative people how they did something, they feel a little guilty because they didn't really do it. They just saw something. It seemed obvious to them after a while. That's so beautiful. And there is one more by Dr. Sue, and this is my another most favorite quote. And he says, think left and think right, and think low and think high. Oh, the things you can think up if only you try. How beautiful. You see things and you say why, but I dream things that never were, and I say why not. By George Bernard Shaw. By George Bernard Shaw. Another one by Autumn Skyhawk. Creativity is not a competition. How true. Don't ever get into your competitive mode, like, if someone else is doing something, I should do it, and in just the same way they have been doing, or they have been successful, I should do everything to be on their level. No, when you feel that urge, just take a break, take a pause, and look up to the things that you have achieved, or you have been your best so far. That's what I do. I just take a break from the social media. Like if I see there is a lot of negativity and a lot of highlighted reel of a person's success stories on Facebook or anything, I just or on WhatsApp or on other social media accounts, I just I'm a peace-loving person. I want my mind to be calm and peace and focused. So it's good to take small breaks or a long break often, because that's when you reflect on yourself, on your purpose, on your passion, and on your life, you'll be more attentive or more focused on your family life or on your life, and that's the best way to reflect, by taking a pause, by taking a break from all social media. So when you see that you are being forced or you are being pushed beyond your limit to feel negative or negative everything that's happening around you, just take a break from all social media. Even just try and hide your phone somewhere. Don't reply, don't message. Just take a break, calm down, be your own self, and then just come back and reply to them. It often happens that I don't pick up calls or I don't reply to messages. It's not because I want to make my friends or make others feel bad and hurt. No, I get back to them. But when I feel like I'm in my own self, and I'm quiet, I'm settled, I'm calm, so that's when I can better attend to our conversation. I can be more present, I can be more attentive, and be more focused and involve myself in that conversation, rather than when I'm frustrated, I'm lost, I'm disturbed, or I'm not paying attention to what the person on the other side of the phone is talking. I don't see that's me being respectful to them, but I always get back to them. So try and take a pause, try and take a break, okay, and just keep yourself busy being outside, or watching something fun, and something funny things, and have more fun. Okay, so moving on to other creative quotes is another by George Bernard Shaw. He says, imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire, you will what you imagine, and at last you create what you will. You can't wait for inspiration. You have to go after it with a club, by Jack London. And this is by Leo Burnett. It says, curiosity about life in all of its aspects, I think, is still the secret of great creative people. Then this is again another one by Edward D. Bono. Creativity involves breaking out of established patterns in order to look at things in a different way. This is my another favorite. Have no fear of perfection. You will never reach it. That's what creativity is all about. It should be a natural flow of being yourself, or being your best in what you do, rather than looking at being perfect or being the best than the other person. Okay, so have no fear of perfection. You will never reach it, by Salvador Dali. And this is by Mary Lou Cook. She says, creativity is inventing, experimenting, growing, taking risks, breaking rules. Let me read that again. Creativity is inventing, experimenting, growing, taking risks, breaking rules, making mistakes, and having fun. This is by Mary Lou Cook. Okay, and there is this last one I want to read by Kurt Vonnegut, that says, to practice any art, no matter how well or badly, is a way to make your soul grow, so do it. So this is what my vision as a creative person, or finding my creative positive self, is do what makes your soul happy and sets your soul on fire, or is important to you, brings you joy, what makes you better and makes you more curious, brings the enthusiasm in you to explore things that exist but may not be visible to everyone. So have that creative focus, and you see life through a different lens. You see life through a more better, beautiful, positive way. So that's what is the motto of the Positive Window, to help you, to lead you. I'm there to do that because I'm doing it for myself, and I want to be the leader in helping you, hold your hand, and show you your creative positive self, and make you a better person than you were yesterday. So don't force, let it be a natural flow. So that's what creativity is for me. You won't be surprised, or if you don't think I'm bragging, but I usually don't look for inspiration, or I don't browse things to draw my art. I haven't done anything. I just come up with an idea. It's a natural flow of creativity that comes naturally to me, and I'm enjoying it. I usually maybe it might happen a day that I might run out of all the creative inspiration, and then I might have to look up or browse things online to do my next doodle or my next art, but that hasn't happened so far. So I hope it doesn't, because I want it to be a natural affair, my creativity and me having a natural affair and learning or exploring things that doesn't exist, or even if it exists, I bring out the new version of it and just enjoy and have fun in life. So this is what I have been doing lately. So yeah, before I let you go, I have something else to share. So I have been writing. Where's my notebook? I'm surrounded by a lot of notebooks. Don't laugh at me. So I love doing that as a writer. So here is my definition for creativity. The first is, what is creativity for me? The first thing is, it's my oxygen. I can't live without it. And second is my deepest desires to connect with the impossible and make it happen. And the third definition is, I'm just following my curiosity. And so this is what creativity is for me, and I want to ignore the negative voice that is within me and lead the journey of being a creative, positive self. And I hope, I expect, and I encourage you to be the same. If you are with me through Positive Window, and if you are with Epsida through Positive Window, I just want to lead you to your positive, creative, positive self and discover the treasures that you have within you, and make your life, your kids' life, be an inspiration to your kids, for your kids, and inspire them to be better, much better than they can, and have a purpose, a passion in life. And before I sign off today, I want to show my new doodle cuts. And these, my daughter introduced me to the names. I don't know, I just randomly draw something and then she told me what are these called. So the first thing I was doing was always about nature. I am a nature loving person, so it always involved trees, branches, stems, and then I love trees, flowers. Okay, so the stumps, it was always nature, but today then I moved on to something else that I've been doing now, and I've shared, it's in my Redbubble store too, and that's called Zentangle. So and I'm loving it. I just love to do the whole page, like, cover the whole page with those designs. And I repeat again, I've been doing it all by myself. I haven't referred, but I would love to, like, someday if I run out of ideas. Okay, and so here, and the next thing that I'm drawing right now, my daughter said these are called mandala art. So it starts as a flower or in a circle, and then the pattern, all abstract patterns or designs, and then you just go all around it and then fill up the page. So this is something I did, and then she told me what this is all, and I love these arts. And you'll always find a positive quote beside my art. That's what makes me different and makes the Positive Window design or the art. As an artist, I do things differently. We all do, right? So this is my strength, maybe. So, and this is the second one. I'm going to post this in my Redbubble store, and I'll share it on my social media, mostly Instagram and Facebook. So keep looking. And I hope I come up with more awesome ideas to discuss in my next video. Until then, stay beautiful, stay positive, stay creative, guys, and stay with the Positive Window.